What is music? What is art itself?
That would depend on so many aspects. You can't just define this topic in one sentence. For me, art is what it is, what people think and what they have to say.
In other words, art is only made for artists themselves, right?
That's a bit.
You know, I hate artists more than anything else. I blame myself for being one, because I'm starting to have similar traits that I never had before I started doing art.
I think I see what you're trying to say, but what traits are you talking about? Because being an artist is freedom. You can do and say everything you want. They create such beautiful things.
That's exactly the problem. You know what else that describes? Being a dick. Artists are just dicks wearing fancy clothes. They are self-centered, cocky, always think they are the best. When they are composing, it's not like, I'm doing this for any good cause. They do it to feel better about themselves and to say to others, my taste and my work is fucking better than all of you. They love to be worshipped. They need it. In other words, what so-called artists produce is totally self-interested and self-serving.
I don't believe all artists are like that. And the work, the appreciation of art, has nothing to do with what kind of person the composer is, right?
Half of them aren't even good. They're average. But they figured out if you act like you have standards, people assume you have talent. If you dismiss enough things, people think you must know something. Contempt is cheap. Anyone can do it. And sure, not all artists are like that, but enough are.
So they're just bullying people.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Just bullying. Same thing, better costume.
And the worst part is, art is supposed to be the one place where this doesn't exist. Art is supposed to have no hierarchy, no boundaries.
Art is the worst place for this, because artists are the best at justifying it. At least everywhere else, people admit it's about power. Here they hide behind their work. I'm not being cruel. I just have standards and my work is fucking good. Everyone else's is fucking bad.
And yet, what you're doing right now is no different from what you just described.
I'm one of them, after all. And there's nothing that could change that. And you know what? This world is sick, full of self-centered people. They care less, they do less. I don't believe in this so-called survival of the fittest. Maybe the whole world runs on nothing but desire, kindness, courage, compassion. You start to realize these are only for the weak, or worse, tools the strong use to manage the weak. When you stand on that stage, and people listen to your work, can they see what kind of person you are? Do they care what you've been through? Absolutely not. And we are the people who perfectly demonstrate everything toxic about this society. We admire the strong. We discriminate against the weak. We are selfish, self-centered, as long as we write good songs and put on a good performance. You should realize there is no difference between artists and capitalism we claim to hate. We run on the exact same logic, a desire for power, the need to judge others. The worst thing I've seen is people nodding along, agreeing that being this kind of person is the right way to live. Being special, being unique, being successful, that's what every artist tells themselves. That's the whole pitch. Most people follow those so-called encouraging words and just stop giving a fuck about anyone else. That ideology gives people a shield. It builds a bubble around them. We never face the truth. It only teaches us to create fame and power. And you know what pisses me off? People with zero skill, zero thought, using AI to do all their work, calling it their own. That is the world we are living in. The morality and the rules of this society are broken, and I hate it. Artists have always been part of that, the perfect example of it.
And yet, you are one of them, after all.